don't tell you.
What they don't tell you.
What they don't tell you.
Podcast.
Real news about real topics. That's what I like about this show.
Or mode for the most sincerest expression.
So it's truth and jest. I pride myself on saying real.
What they don't tell you. Podcast.
People don't even know it's a
Welcome back, season 2.
As a vehicle.
They can feel it, but I don't think they really know. But they feel it, because when people come up to me, they say it. I love that.
I was looking for advice from people in the industry how to not have to compromise.
Let's go. What's happening?
What they don't tell you. Podcast.
How do I do this without having to compromise who I am, what I represent, what I want to share, how I impart my gift? It's my real truth.
Is that even fucking possible? Am I allowed to say fucking? Bleep that out.
What they don't tell you.
What they don't tell you.
What they don't tell you.
Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of What They Don't Tell You podcast. We are your hosts, DJ Mifflin.
Keshya Williams.
And we are the
B Squad.
Well, hello, everyone. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
Merry New Year.
Yes.
Merry the New Year. Okay?
Hope everybody had a great New Year's and a happy Christmas. Those of you who don't celebrate holidays, I hope you had a great vacation.
Kwanzaa-mas.
Yes. How was yours, Keshya?
Man, my holidays was actually really, really nice.
Okay.
I was disappointed though. I thought I was gonna go up north and experience some snow, and I went there and the weather was the same there as it was here. It was raining and warm. I was like, family members had on shorts, and we up north. I was very confused, but it was still a good holiday. It was a good holiday. It was good. It's always good to spend time with family, and I don't get to see them usually, but about once or twice a year. So.
Right.
I really, really enjoyed myself. Yeah, how about you?
I actually had a great holiday. Spent time with family. We had our actual, on Christmas, we had the pajama party. Kind of pajama jammy jam. A pajama jammy jam. Those of you who are not
They're like, we don't know what 30, that was. We just saw your hands moving.
You wouldn't know what that was. Kid and play. Go check it out. But yeah, we had a pajama Christmas Day party. Everybody came in their pajamas and we had dinner. And then, so I mean, Christmas was great. Got some gifts, but I was just looking forward to it because it's time to have all vacation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Vacation time to be with my family, time to get stuff done on, around the house, but also a whole lot of cleaning up, which that was the part I didn't like. But all in all, it was great. But I hope everyone out there, I hope all you guys had a great holiday. I hope that you got all the gifts from Santa.
That's right.
I hope that you had great foods, great time with your family. I hope that you guys were safe. I hope everyone had a very happy, safe holiday break. And welcome into the new year, 2022. Our first show in 2022.
Into the new year.
Yes. We've been away for a while, spending time on a holiday, but we got a great show for you guys today. But first, before we get started with our show, we definitely want to shout out to our sponsors. All right, Clean Looks is a boutique company making sure you have the skills and training needs to become marketable by industry standards. Clean Looks says, we get you from the shoot to the show.
Sunny and Bobby Productions. We specialize in film production, documentaries, music videos, and more. Schedule a free consultation today. We make visions reality.
That's right. Raw Renaissance Acting Workshop. Attention all inspiring actors. If you are someone who's looking to get into the business and learn how to be a better artist, call us at 404-552-4985.
BB Management. Starting something new like a business or launching a product? Visit us at www.bbmanagement.com. Helping you connect the dots because the birds ate the crumbs.
And last but not least, Sweet Potato Thompson. Eat an Annie pie, just try. Don't ask why, you'll say my.
My.
All right, if you're interested in getting some delicious treats from Sweet Potato Thompson, for an order of amazing sweet potato pies and more, go to www.sweetpotatothompson.com or email her at Anna Ageless. That's ANAAGELESS, Anna Ageless at yahoo.com. Or you can call her at 404-380-0707. We want to thank our sponsors. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with us at What They Don't Tell You podcast. We look forward to all your future sponsors coming through. We also have a couple sponsors coming on that we'll be bringing into you soon and very shortly.
Yeah. And I was like, and listen, I was like, if you hear something that you want to say, you know, you have a voice that needs to be heard, you have a product that needs to be seen, let us know here at What They Don't Tell You podcast. You can check us out on Instagram, which is B Squad Backstage. You can also check us out on Facebook.
Yes, at What They Don't Tell You podcast on Facebook. You can also catch us on YouTube at WTDTY Global at YouTube.com. And
if you're old school, you can send us an email.
Yeah, you still, all y'all old people can still say, hey, I'm over 30. I'm one of them.
I said
I'm
40.
I'm 40.
School. He said older
Hey,
folk.
I still rock with the emails. Holla at us. WTDTY Global at gmail.com.
Gmail.
I still got Yahoo, Hotmail. I still got
gmail.com. You notice how his voice changed when he said that?
You know
like they're paying for sponsorship?
You know what I'm saying?
You're giving them all the good stuff.
Well, you know,
listen, if you like that voice and you saw how it can change, we can also help you put some ads together. We are more than just voices on the radio. We are also personalities, and we are also talent. So let us use you, or you can use us. Either way, however it goes, hit us up. B Squad Backstage, What They Don't Tell You podcast.
That's right, that's right. Now, we have the Thankful segment. Now, all you guys know about the Thankful segment. Listen, once again, we want to give some people shout-outs for our Thankful segment. I had a few people who want to give a shout-out to their thankfuls. To my mother, who's thankful for me, thankful for our family.
Your mom, who's thankful for you?
Yeah, she's thankful for her family, for her kids. You know what I'm saying?
He said him.
Yeah.
And then now he's adding the other people.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, that's what she said.
My mom was thankful for me.
You know what I'm saying? My son is thankful for his toys he got this year. He's thankful for his toys. You know what I'm saying? He's thankful for his family. He's thankful for his little brother he just had, and you know he's thankful for his 2 bikes he got. Spoiled riding.
He said his 2 bikes.
Yeah.
So is that because he had 2 Christmases? He got a bike each.
Yes. 2 Christmases.
All that
you know
love. I was like, we talked about this before we went to the holidays. That the little one, he was going to be able to experience Christmas on a multitude. So
oh my God.
I'm glad to hear that it panned out. He already knew how it was coming through. Yeah. But they showed up and they showed out. Let me tell you
how we played with him. Like he had all his toys. We wrapped up like we had clothes, so we wrapped them up like one at a time. Mm-hmm. So he was up there opening his gifts, like he's looking like, oh, I got all these gifts. He didn't know like half of them was just clothes. So he's opening up the first one, oh, clothes, okay. By the second, third, he was like, next. After a while, he's like, wait, where's the toys? I was like, see, and then finally got to the toys. But it was so funny, it was so hilarious. But yeah, he had a good time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what you thankful for then?
Well, you know what? Since we talking about thankful, I had to show my grateful.
There you go.
So it's like we had one last
what we got?
holiday gift for you, sir.
This is from what? No.
Yes. I was like, holidays are the time for giving to let people know how you care. That's okay. I was like, I know mine was too big. It's in the car. You couldn't bring it. You couldn't bring it into the studio.
And for you,
oh
for Christmas,
gosh, you want me to hydrate?
Just purity. I want you to stay pure.
It's so important for you to get as much water as you possibly can.
Hey, it was hard finding it, but I got it. Wow, this is crazy. All right, now.
Go ahead. Open it up.
Wow. Thank you so much.
How do you feel you were sitting right next to him the whole time?
I didn't even pay no mind. Had no clue. I feel so.
So since he talked about his team, you know what I'm saying? I had to rock my dick too. Shout out to the fam. You mentioned Mama.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm representing. You know what I'm saying? I'm representing for the team. I'm representing for the crew. He's so excited. He doesn't even know what's happening.
Off the chain. I don't even know what it is yet, but I love it.
I was like, it's for your softness and your
protection.
it's
just a pillow. Oh, ain't nobody touching this. Oh, man. It's going to my collection. Thank you so much, Keish.
Yeah. I appreciate you, DJ.
I see you.
I appreciate you.
I would get you some Eagles.
That's okay.
But the way my allergies work, I can't.
This is how much my family appreciates.
No.
Your hairball matches your jacket. Look at
Yeah, I see that.
Come on.
I like it.
That's right.
I can get you some Eagles gear. I'm from that area, so I can.
Yeah, as I said, you mentioned your mom, so shout out to Mama. Mama called in right at the beginning, at the end of the year, so I had to bring it around and get it all proper. So we had to bring it around.
Well, I'm thankful for this pillow right now.
Yeah, you get your lumbar support in.
Yes.
You said you're getting older, so.
Oh my goodness, look at this. And I slept on the floor last night. This could have used this. Thank you, Keshya.
You're welcome. I saw
Let's
that.
go Cowboys.
You heard it, you heard
Said,
it.
let's go Cowboys. Do something.
Oh man, so besides that, like, you know,
Wow.
I am definitely thankful for having people in my life, having like a team, having a crew, feeling like supported, which is one of the things that I talk about a lot. But I just think it's really important to just have a community that you can depend on. You know, finding your tribe is really important. And for that, I am thankful for BFAM 109.6 and our
Yes.
station manager
Yes.
specifically, because if he had not reached out and tapped into us, we would not be here with you guys today.
right,
And
that's
it's
right.
really, really important to find people who believe in the craft that you bring to the table, but can also support you in
Yes.
building that business.
Yes.
And I feel like we found a home here.
We did.
So I was like, it hasn't been a full year, but it's a new year.
That's
And I'm
right.
looking forward to all the things.
Yes.
All the things that 2022 is going to bring.
That's right. And
Yes.
bigger and better things. 'Cause
Yes,
let me
bigger
tell
and
you
better.
something. If y'all thought 2021 was something, wait till you see 2022. I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing year. I really do believe. I really believe, like, for this show, we got some things coming up, you know, that's going to make it even bigger and better for us. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yes, very much so.
But let's go ahead and get this show popping. Listen, we'll be right back with What They Don't Tell You podcast on BFAM 109.6. We're going to have Keshya with the Bees Nest coming up, so y'all
Nest.
stay tuned, all right? B Squad is in the building. Let's go.
There's so much going on in the industry that I'm sure you've got questions that you want to ask us. So why not send us an email at WTDTYglobal@gmail.com.
Nothing ever lasts forever. Trying to get my life together. Wishing folks could love me better. Wishing I could love them better. Nothing ever lasts forever. I'm just trying to make me better. Lost, I think I'm gone forever. Knew me stepping out that shredder. Nothing ever lasts forever. Trying to get my life together. Wishing folks could love me better. Wishing I could love them. Nothing ever lasts forever. I'm just trying to make me better. Lost, I think I'm gone forever. Knew me stepping out that shredder. Stepping out in traffic, trying to make a move. Need that money, I don't care if it's a trap. Hey, I can't speak about what I'm going through. This heartbeat in my chest is cold and flat. Hey, gave out too much love, I need it back. Hey, swimming against the current, fuck away. Hey, you wanted revenge, you got me back. Touche. I'm out here like a boxer, dodging moves. Swings, about to crash out, swerving through lanes. Full speed dash like I'm you.
All right, and we're back. What They Don't Tell You podcast. B Squad is in the building.
B Squad.
Hey, listen, once again, we want to thank you guys for joining us again. We are thankful in this new 2022.
Yes.
All right, and now we got Keshya with the Bees Nest. Keshya, take it away.
This is Keshya with the Bees Nest. Be enriched, be encouraged, and be educated. So, first thing that I want to talk about is it is a brand new year, so a lot of things are changing. And as things are changing and we move into a new year, New York City welcomed their 110th mayor, which is actually their second black mayor, Eric Adams.
Okay, EA.
Yes.
EA Sports.
EA Sports. EA Sports. So I was like, I was encouraged. I keep saying was, like it was a past tense thing. And maybe it's a little bit because in reading some of the stories about some of the things that this man has already done, new into the office, straight into January. Mind you, it's already just the 7th. We're just getting into this week. He's been known to kind of make some comments
and make people kind of feel like maybe if he had like a speechwriter, he wouldn't have been.
Things that make it go,
You know, sometimes if you just had somebody, just had somebody to reach out and touch every now and then, just to make sure that he wasn't saying some of the things that he probably shouldn't have said, such as he was referring to low-wage workers as not academically sophisticated.
What?
Or he's imploring New Yorkers to get their swagger back in the face of COVID.
Nah, black man.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, some people are saying, you know, maybe it was intentional. Maybe it was something that he just wanted to kind of put out there just to get people talking. He wants to start to get a name for himself.
Right.
He's, you know, they say no, what is it? All press is good press?
Yeah.
Something along those lines?
Well, it says not all press is is good press, but hey,
listen.
some people do say all press is good
that's
press.
what they say. They're like, all press is good press.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
out
yeah.
there, your name is getting put out there. People are getting to know you. They're getting to see you.
Right.
All of that stuff. So one of the other things they talked about, they talked about his security detail because he has kind of made statements where he might not need traditional NYPD security detail because one, he plans to make New York City so safe that he won't need to have security.
If he does that, he Jesus. Yo, let me tell you something. If this man can literally clear that in New York City, he is God.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no way
walk around.
You about to do one of the biggest cities, the mecca of where a lot of the original gangs
giving
came
high
from.
Fives. Could you imagine if New York was friendly like the South?
Yeah, he sounded like
people making eye contact, hugging you.
Yeah, he sounded like a straight politician.
Saying good day, top of the morning.
I tell you what, he's got
doesn't really happen
I think
in
he's
the
got
South,
his political
but
game down.
They do be making eye contact out here in a way that New Yorkers will never know.
Yeah. What's up, son? What you mean, B?
What you looking at?
Come on, man. What you talking about? Nah, son. Nah, B. You ain't doing nothing around here, son. You ain't doing nothing around here, B. All right? So go back up there. Go back over outside of town, bro, because you ain't doing that over here, B. For real, son.
I mean, and I was like, so with all that being said, so he's talking about making it so safe, but right behind that, he says he's still going to be carrying his own gun. Which he's allowed to do because he's actually a former NYPD officer.
Okay.
So he was on the force for 22 years. So it's okay for him to carry a weapon, yet say that he's going to make it so safe that you don't need a weapon?
Man, it sound like the next Denzel from Training Day. He about to clean the streets his way.
Did you see him on New Year's Eve?
No, I didn't see him.
So he made it mandated that everybody spread out and wear masks.
Okay.
Boy. So now we're dealing with...
He was next to Ryan Seacrest.
Uh-huh.
Seacrest had a mask on, but the mayor didn't.
Wow.
The cops didn't.
Right.
None of the police officers in the video in the show had masks, but everybody else did.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
I'm with him. I thought Training Day as well.
Yeah. He running things.
He's
There's
like,
a new sheriff in here.
Yeah. Hey, I was like, he's making a name for himself.
I think he watched the Harder They Fall and was like, I could do that shit.
Denzel crossing with Joe Clark.
Wow.
Yeah. Chain the doors. Cold 10.
He's like, then call me Batman.
Right. You're ugly, ain't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
He's like, go ahead and kill yourself.
Yeah,
I was like, that was a different time. I just want to point out that was a different time in education, the Joe Clark era. Now people are more sensitive. You probably won't take kids off to the top of the roof and tell them they try to kill
but
themselves.
everybody know Ferry Side. Joe was doing it. Joe was them kids' ass to the point. Damn, their school song is like legendary.
It is. Ferry Side.
I know there's kids being beat by that song. Ferry Side.
It was like, you can't. That's
by the top.
He's like, who taught you this song? I was like, I did watch that in December.
That was my joint. That was my joint.
Man,
yo, this mayor, this mayor is wild. Well,
yeah.
All right,
it's his first week. It's his first week.
Well, like I said, it's good talk, but everybody knows a politician. They all sound good, but they ain't always gonna do it.
And I don't even know if this is necessarily good, but I was like, even when it comes to like the COVID thing, like he's kind of like, listen, we're gonna have to live through it. So, New York City may not shut back down again for COVID because he's kind of like, let's rock it. He's like, it's time to keep things moving.
Well, I mean, hey, I ain't gonna say he's trying to try something different. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what we've been doing anyway in this epidemic is experimenting and seeing things. So, maybe this might be something good for him. You know what I mean? Like, we might see a better turnout. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who's frustrated. Cooking with the Town 2 says, yeah, I saw him on the New Year's Eve show. He was talking about going to the club or a party, and I was like, huh? What?
He told Ryan he was going to the club.
I don't know what y'all say, but he sounds like a real brother to me, boy. If he going out, talk about, yo, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I gotta do some red sand.
Some of y'all got some things to do.
Let's go and shut this thing down. Who want a bottle?
Not who want a bottle.
If I see him pouring bottles out on Instagram, I just might vote for him next year. He gonna be a real man in there.
I mean, he did make that statement to Ryan after he said, "Well, he got lots of things to do." He goes, "Oh yeah, we're going to this party over here. You should come over as my guest."
Yeah.
He invited Ryan over, and I'm like,
"See,
it's not what you're used to in New York."
Right.
Politics.
And he brought a white man. See what I'm saying? He changing up things. He's like, no. I want you to come to my party.
He invited him. He's
The one I'm
"Come
running."
and see how I do.
You know what I'm saying?
See what we
I
get
know you
into.
see Chris, but I'm that dude.
Right.
I'm the HNIC. I like this. See? All right, cool. We're going to see what he going to do.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to last it.
If he's holding his nuts on the next interview,
we hope that's not going to
he's
happen.
going.
Listen, this
he's
is
the one
first
we've been
week.
waiting on.
Ease in, okay? Take your time. But we are, I am encouraged by just seeing more and more representation, just period.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about politics, when you're talking about in places that matter. Someone also brought it to my attention that Atlanta has yet another black mayor.
Oh, wow.
So we're
listen.
Okay, Andre made it.
Appointed. Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. If we're getting in there, I'm not really buying it until I see change. It don't matter what color you are in there.
Holding the
All
office
that matters
doesn't
is
matter
that you're
if you don't
doing what
make
you say
anything
you're gonna do, and you're helping to make things better and not being another part of the problem.
Right.
If you do that, I don't care what color you are. You can come in as a Martian. I'll vote for you if you do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's why I have a
That's
lot of
true.
issues with people, when it came to the Trump and the Biden situation. I didn't rock. I'm sorry, but I don't trust. I never did. I'm from Delaware. I've seen this Biden do before. I don't trust this guy. And as much as y'all don't like Trump, he's not a politician. He's a businessman. So it's not about how you feel about him, what he says. I don't care what he says. Is he getting a job done? Is he doing exactly what he said in the beginning to do? He was going to do. I rock with that type of person.
Yeah.
Now, I voted for Obama, but the second time I didn't. I'll be real with it because I don't care if he's black or not. I'm happy we had a black president. All right, we got that out of our system. But you still got to do a job. And yeah, he was a great president for show. Oh, he represented us well.
Not for sure. For show.
For show.
SHOW.
Yeah, he showed us how to be a president, but he didn't show us how to do the job of a president. I mean, we're still
he got
struggling.
things done, but not for everybody.
But
it wasn't for all the people.
New mayor for Atlanta, by the way.
And maybe because like we said, in that power position, you can't really do what you say you're going to do. But I know one man who wasn't a politician went in there and did some things and got everybody mad. Went in there and showed you, Lord, this is how you do it. This is what you could do. Don't say you can't do something, and did it. So now, for me, I don't care what color you are. Black, white, yellow, green. Yeah, cool. But are you going to do what you say you was going to do?
But also, keep in mind, we're always waiting for that person to suddenly just jump in office and do what they're going to say they're going to do.
Right.
But we as people don't hold them accountable to what they said they were going to do.
Exactly.
I was like, if you're not funding the campaign, if you're not a voice that's influential or has the ear of that person who's in that influential position, a lot of different things can go wrong. So it's like, we're quick to tell everybody to vote, but we're not quick to tell anybody to hold them accountable for what they said, what they promised us in exchange for our vote, right? No, I'm good.
My breath was kind of hot.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
What do you give them? Let's just say Obama. When Obama got voted in, I'm sure he had to clean some house.
How I was
long
like,
do you give the president to do his
I would say
1 year.
almost any job.
I give him 1 year.
6 months for
I
you to
wanna
be
see
cleaning
something.
all
Yeah.
the stuff out,
Right.
and then 6 months for you to start trying. But how long are you in office though? 4 years. So if in 4 years you haven't figured out how to right the ship, and then you get reelected, so it's 8 years. Because let's be honest, how many presidents only serve one term?
Right.
Not that many.
And you get 8 years and you still. All right, and y'all could be mad at me all you want. I'm just gonna be real. 8-year president, Bush, Obama, Clinton. What the hell did they do in those 8 years? We still seeing mass killings of black people, right?
Yep.
We're still seeing,
But
not even just minorities,
when
but
you
people
say
in
that,
general, even foreigners, being put in positions that are hurting them and harming them or taking things away from them. But yet, like they said, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And now it takes a situation to when one man who's not a politician comes in, all of a sudden now we got past all this crazy stuff going in with pandemics. We got issues with everybody hating his guts, how he's not doing this. This one person in 4 years shook up the world and what people couldn't do in 8. That's amazing to me. We got to really think about it. Like, I don't care how you feel about the man. Look at the body of work he did.
He did everything he said he was going to do.
I don't care if you hate him or not. Cool. You ain't got to like him, which is funny because all of a sudden now we get in office, nobody likes him. But before he was in office, everybody was loving him. He was the man. Trump was the man. This was the man.
Okay,
we can say,
not love Trump,
you have your personal opinion, but He was still getting people jobs. He had a TV show where he was getting people a job to be a business owner. Do we have a black TV show yet that's doing that like that?
A black? No, we have blacks on shows, but we don't have any black shows.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just the fact that
I like what you said, right? I feel that for a minute. Do we have any blacks that have the money to do that, like Trump does? Yes.
Yes.
Why are they not putting it back like that? That's a great comment.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. I hate to say it, but in a white man's world, right? You gotta have someone who is a white man that doesn't think that way. Because we can go up there, but we don't have any power. We think we have power, but we don't. Because we're not part of that 1% of the world that runs shit. We don't.
So your money power in the black world is not the same as the money power
Now,
in the white world.
the difference is we do have it, but we've been so beaten down.
I was like, the power, I mean, we have the spending power, we have the money, but it's as a collective.
As far as afraid to go for it because
and there are individuals doing that.
saying?
And there are individuals, let's not get it twisted, there are individuals who are giving back to the community, making jobs, building all that stuff. They just don't have a TV show about it. They're just doing it. They're like, listen, I don't do this for the accolades. I don't do this for everybody to know my name. I'm out here. Byron Allen has made an amazing amount of jobs. He has done his acumen of business. And he started off in entertainment. A lot of people don't even know that. Like, he comes from an entertainment background and still has this amazing business acumen. It's important to give back to community. I was like, but I was like, everybody doesn't know as long as the community knows.
Right. And my thing is that we have a lot of people who do stuff for the community, right? We have a lot of people who are people who are actually out here making change, and it's great. But at the end of the day, when it comes to high power, when it's dealing with that 1% of people who control everything, is there a black person in there? And that's my thing. Why not? Because to be honest with you, like you said, we have the resources. We have the resources. We have the power. But it's the whole concept of when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these guys have shown us in the past that when this gets a little over the top, when this gets way powerful, there's fear there. And then and here's the thing. Let's even take the black community out of it. Let's take the black community out of it. If you look at other cultures, other ethnicities, right? How many are there really out there that are in that realm? You know what I'm saying? I don't really know of Spanish
families.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like that, literally, who hold wealth in the world, not just in their country, not just in their community, but in the world. Who are the other Bill Gates? Other Rothschilds, you know what I'm saying? And I know conspiracy theory, we can go deep on that, but I'm just saying in general, we gotta find a way, we gotta get our Black Wall Street back. We gotta get our Black Wall Street back because that's the only way we're gonna save us. But the scary part is as we've been seeing in our community, is we hurting ourselves because it's here. That's why I said the mental game. If we got here, right, and everybody got on one accord, oh my God.
I was like, if there was actually a plan, everybody put your money where your mouth was.
Right. So once again, politicians, we love you. We appreciate y'all. We know you're trying to do something. But once again, when you get in that seat and the seat gets a little hot and heavy, how many people do we have really making difference?
Yeah.
How many people do we have make a change? I know y'all might want to hit us with, well, what are you doing? It doesn't matter what we do. We've been doing something for hundreds and hundreds of years. And we're still dealing with the same issues we're dealing with now that we dealt with back then. Oh, it may be a little better. Yeah, because it's just breadcrumbs. But how long are we going to be doing breadcrumbs? It's 2022 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Well, speaking of everything that you're talking about, it really makes me think about legacy and the importance of like what you leave behind when you leave this earth. What did you build when you were here? What did you construct? What had a lasting effect? Right. And we actually lost two people that have built and contributed a lot in their careers and in their time frame. So Betty White actually just passed away, which I think a lot of people knew. There's like been a lot of like tributes and all of that to her. I literally was watching Golden Girls. Yeah. like earlier. Yeah. I was like, I still watch Golden. Thank you for being a friend. I was like, the theme song, like everything. Like it was such a great show, but her career like just surpassed and it lasted for so long. And for her to be in right mind and in sound body, and for us to just like lose her. I think she was about to actually celebrate her 100th birthday this month.
And she was one of those actresses where it was like all around you just liked her performance. Like it didn't matter what culture you came from, what era, what world you came from. When she came on TV, you was like, yo, Betty crazy. Yeah. Because it was just the fact like she could rock with anybody. I mean, hip hop, Spanish people, you know what I'm saying? Any culture, like foreign, anything. She, you know, over the years when she was back in her younger days, you know, she did the war tributes and stuff like that. But even if you go back and listen to her back in the black and white days, whether the comedy wasn't type style today, she still had a way of making you laugh because it was just the fact like her presence was just, her timing was great, her acting was great, her comedic improv was great. Oh yeah, she was just a great artist.
Yeah,
like,
that timing, I was like that personal. She was definitely like personable. Yeah. And no matter where she was, whatever show she did. She definitely brought a smile. Right. She brought a smile. She brought an energy. She brought a light. Like I don't know of too many people saying anything about her, and I'm saying that about her. And I cannot remember the actress's name, but I believe in December, the actress that played Uhura.
And what?
In Star Trek. The original one. I cannot think of her name, but I believe she passed away as well.
The black lady?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. She was in some other stuff too. She was in some 70s.
But she was mainly known for that role. That was the one where she became famous and kind of like became solidified. And especially for the black community, as a black female, when I look at like who are the people that we can look up to be able to like dress up as, or to, man, our costumes are so limited because our characters are so limited because there's so little representation of the options that we had. But her, even for me, I grew up watching Star Trek.
Did you?
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't catch it till like
my
Next
dad
Generation.
watched Star Trek. I was like, I watched Star Trek. I watched Next Generation. I watched all the movies. My dad was like, all the odd movies, the odd ones were good. The evil ones sucked. I was like, then when the new ones came out, we actually went out and got him like the box set, put everything together. I was like, you had Star Wars, you had Star Trek. I was like, there were none of us in Star Wars.
Yeah, I watched Star Wars more than I watched Star Trek. Well, no, Star Wars, you gotta remember, was created about us.
Yeah, but
so,
see,
I mean,
remember,
even though
a lot of people don't know that
no, but I feel
right?
yeah, but that's the bull crap about it. Like, we don't even know that's
whoever can tell me the name of the actress who played Uhura, let us know. I was like, I know some of you guys are actually playing the original Uhura. I'm not talking about Zoe Saldana. So I already said her name. That's not who we talking about. We talking about the original.
Some of y'all was gonna type that in.
You're
too.
like,
I can tell.
He was like, no, that's the new version. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not who we talking about. We talking about Leonard Nimoy and Spock. Like I'm talking about like Take It Back. Okay, like the Star Trek, the original. So the other person I wanted to talk about that we actually just lost, Sidney Poitier.
Today.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier passed away.
I'm hurt by that. You know, I'm
94.
Think about the memories of what he gave us.
Classic dude.
Classic. He was like one of the first black Hollywood stars.
Right. That, and you know what's funny is like even in college when we used to do our monologues and we had to get prepared, the brothers always had to find a Sidney Poitier piece. It was just because it was like it was either between Sidney Poitier, Denzel, or somebody like Forrest Whitaker. You know what I mean? He was always trying to find something like that because their body of work was just so impeccable. You know what I mean? And Sidney, man, like he broke a lot of barriers for us. He did. The man taught himself how to read by reading newspapers every day.
Yep, he actually passed away yesterday, on the 6th. And he's also Bahamian, so I was like having that dual culture.
Sir Sidney Poitier, by the way. It's Sir Sidney Poitier. Let's say it correctly.
Sir Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier. You gotta say it like that, Poitier.
And I was like, with his body of work, having done so many things, and he's been awarded the Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role, AFI Life Achievement Award. He has done a lot. Man, NAACP Image Award, BAFTA Fellowship, Academy Honorary Award, Golden Globes, plural, Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award, Kennedy Center Honors, Grammys, Golden Globes, more NAACP Image Awards in 76 and 2000, Coretta Scott King Award for Authors. Wow. I mean, this man
goes on and on. And the first black man to slap a white cop on TV.
Wow.
Facts.
Oh!
You're like, that's what you remember him
What?
for.
Can't nobody do that.
What's the name of that movie, Keshya?
I wasn't even listening when he said it. He said first,
See.
slap a black
First
man.
black man to slap a white
What?
cop on a movie.
Oh man, what? Sydney was the man. I'm telling you, Sydney had a lot. And then director, producer, man, Uptown Saturday Night. Let's do it again. I hope they redo that. I know it's supposed
You
to be
want
Will
them to
Smith and
redo it?
Denzel. It was supposed to be Will Smith and Denzel was supposed to sign on to do it. They just waiting for a right script. But I would love to see that.
Interesting.
As a you know what I mean? As a because you think about it. At their age when they did that, this would be perfect time for Denzel and Will Smith to do it. They're at that age, you know what I mean, to where
That's
you know
fair. That's fair.
it wasn't like an action film, it wasn't a fight, it was a funny comedy. And Denzel would like to do a comedy. I think it'd be a great idea. They just got to get the script together. Man, I should write that thing.
He's like, you know what? You ain't gotta worry about it.
48, sir.
Sir. Yes,
Sir.
Sir.
Sidney
Sir.
Poitier.
Sir Sidney Poitier.
We're on first. Me and Sid were like that.
Oh,
You
okay.
and Sid. Sid.
Who
You and
asked
Sid.
for Sid for his autobiography movie? You know it's coming.
Oh
There's gotta be
man.
people just dying to get in there for that.
Man, who would play Sidney Poitier?
What actor could play Sidney Poitier?
It would-
Sir Sid.
Well, first of all, I think if they do a young
You gotta
Sidney,
be
it's going to be a
older
new
enough.
artist. It's not going to be a newer person.
right. But
It's
as
not
he
going to be
gets
somebody
older-
with
I was gonna say the guy who's in Snowfall,
I like it.
Idris.
that.
His last name is Idris.
Idris.
Yeah.
What
is it
his
Michael
name?
Idris or the guy from Snowfall? The
Yeah.
kid from Snowfall.
Michael
I can't think
Idris. I
of
think
his
that's his name.
last name is
Idris.
Idris for sure. Yeah.
I think it's something Idris. I know you're talking about.
For young Sydney.
True. I could see
Or
that.
you could do the Smiths. They could do it. 'Cause you
What
already got a
Smiths?
son. His son and him.
Nah, I couldn't
Will?
do
I
not
couldn't.
Jaden. I couldn't see that.
Jaden's
Nah.
acting days
Nah,
are
I could
over.
see I could
Bless his
see
heart.
I could see Michael B. Jordan doing it. I mean, if they picked a celebrity face to do it. But I don't think he would, but I think I don't know. I don't know.
That's an interesting
But that's a good
question.
one, the one you just picked. I think
Yeah, I was like,
that's
because he's young enough.
Yeah.
I was like, now he couldn't play older Sydney. Like he's not gonna be, guess who's coming
Nah,
to dinner
right.
Sydney.
Or the kid from Star
What to
Wars.
Sir with Love.
The new Star Wars, the new kid doing Star Wars now.
Okay.
He just did the movie Detroit. He did the movie Detroit where he played
Yeah.
the cop.
He was also in Star Wars.
Yeah. He's
Rogue.
I think he could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he could do it too as well.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Then
We're not even naming names, but anyway.
Yeah.
But
you're like that guy who's in that movie that one
yeah,
time.
remember that time that one?
Yes.
What's his name? Yeah, him.
Like Daniel
He could
something.
do great.
Anyhow, love the ones you with, as long as you got them, because you know that tomorrow is never promised for you. And do your best to make your own kind of history each day. So with that being said, this has been
Damn, that was
Keshya. Keshya with the business. Be enriched, be encouraged, and be entertained.
Thank you for that inspirational message. Keish. Nah, but listen, we'll be back on What They Don't Tell You podcast, BFAM 109.6 in a minute with that hot topic, y'all. Stay tuned.
Topic.
B Squad's in the building. What's up, y'all? It's DJ Mifflin of the B Squad. Make sure y'all tune in on Fridays, 8:30, BFAM 109.6. What They Don't Tell You podcast. You know what it is.
Who's gonna love you, baby? Who's gonna help you through the night? Who's gonna love you, mama? Who's there to make sure you're alright? Who's gonna love you? Who's gonna love you and treat you the way that I treat you? Nobody can. And I don't just want you, girl, you know I need you. You made me a better man. And everything that I do is just for me. Hope that you understand. It'll kill me to see you with another man, girl. Even when I'm out on that road, you ain't gotta worry no more. I ain't worried about those hoes. Strictly all about that dough. And every day I'm on the road, day by day doing shows. And even if you ain't at home, please just stay by the phone, cause who's gonna love you, baby? Who's gonna help you through?
post.
And we are back on One Thing I'll Tell You podcast. B Squad is in the building. Yo, we're having a great time in here, just talking it up. Yeah, we just got our sign up. We totally forgot to put our sign up.
Yeah, y'all didn't even tell me. Ain't nobody tell me.
Ain't nobody say
I was
nothing.
like, y'all can hit us up on WTDTY.
Y'all grimy as hell.
We'll edit it in this post, okay?
We out here
We'll put it
ghetto.
in there. Y'all just gonna let us be wrong. Just be
Jeez.
wrong.
Wake
Just
up.
let it happen.
No, but before we start the hot topic today, want to give a shout out to our sponsor for the hot topic, Mad Works Productions. A lot of the music that you hear, instrumentals, are from them. Shout out to them. They are our new sponsors that will be coming on shortly. So if you are interested in any beats or that you want to do for your music, whether you're a singer, a rapper, or whatever, hit up Mad Works. Okay, they'll be on one of our new sponsors shortly.
And of course, for our independent artists, we already talked to you guys before, but we're going to keep letting you guys know we're always looking for new music here on BFAM 109.6. So make sure that you let us know. Yes, let us know. Let us know. You can always also call in and talk live. 678-383-4378. Oh!
We got someone.
Both answers.
Get with the time too. Done came
Give
through.
a T-shirt.
Yeah,
we got your T-shirt, buddy. Appreciate
send
it.
Out. We're gonna have to send out an email. I feel like someone Wikipedia this and copy paste it in.
Uhura. Oh, that's her name. Uhura
Nyota.
is a fictional character in the Star Trek franchise. In the original TV series, the character was portrayed by Nichelle Nichols, who later reprised the role for the first 6 Star Trek feature films. That's right.
Yes,
that's
Miss
right.
Nichelle Nichols. Yes, thank you. And who was that? Who was our person?
And people don't realize she was in a lot of
with the Town
she
too.
was in some other films in the 70s.
We got to have a prize
was she in the
coming your
Mac?
way.
No, she couldn't have been in the Mac.
Could have been.
I'm just trying to think of the other films I've seen her, because I've seen her in some other stuff I just can't remember.
I was like, nothing but a quick
Everybody
Google
mess with me
away.
because I always know movies and stuff and that. They're like, "Damn, you just know it all." I'm like, "Hey, I may not remember the names, but I know what they was in."
Listen, movies should be your sports.
What?
You know?
I'm telling you. Like 1965. No, I'm joking. All right, look, hot topic. Today's hot topic for today, we're going to be talking about mental health. And the name that I put together for this hot topic, right, is called public consumption, a mental health aspect, right? And in talking about this concept, everybody knows about the whole Antonio Brown situation. Antonio Brown, who played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers football team. Keshya, this is a football player.
Okay.
Right.
Do you know what he did this weekend?
He's a wide receiver.
Tell her what.
Okay, so Antonio Brown has been. Let's give her the short but long
It's
version.
happening again.
So Antonio Brown's a wide receiver.
Okay.
At one point he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, then he went to the Raiders, then he went to the Patriots, then he went to the Bucks.
4 teams.
Right.
Okay.
Now, mind you, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was one of their best wide receivers, All-Star Hall of Famer, to-be Hall of Famer, like wide receiver.
Okay.
And then after 6 years or 7 years, all of a sudden this mother jumpy loses it. No, I'm joking. But he ends up becoming a social media phenomenon because he flipped out. Like he started having issues in the locker room, recording, doing lives, during coaching sessions in the locker room, which is prohibited. Mm-hmm. He had an issue with Ben Roethlisberger because Roethlisberger was getting a lot of attention, getting a lot of perks, and he was like, "Well, I'm just as big as he is. Why not?"
Okay.
And so they ended up releasing him. He ended up having an issue with supposedly with a girl who I guess a model or something that he slept with. He ended up having this whole social media video of him kicking, I think it was his girl out or something like that, kicking off his property, talking reckless on camera, everything.
Damn.
A couple other things he did on social media, music videos where it's just like, he's doing his own music videos, like rapping. It was just, he was wilding.
He got history.
And now,
clearly,
he went to different teams.
A lot going on.
Had different teams, different issues, got let go. Finally, Tom Brady. You know who Tom Brady is, right?
Sports.
There we go. Okay. So Tom Brady ended up getting him to Tampa Bay and got him a Super Bowl.
Gisele Bündchen's husband.
Who?
Yes.
Yes. No, yeah, model. There you go. Model, yes. Okay.
Gisele's husband.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
So he ended up getting him at Tampa Bay, and they won a Super Bowl last year.
Okay.
So everything's great. Now this year, he's about a touchdown, maybe three to five catches away from getting his incentive. The incentive is he gets $1 million because he reached a certain goal in their contract to get to, so he can get an incentive. Now, mind you,
3 catches.
Right. Now he just recently.
Just 3. Okay.
He just recently this year got benched three games for supposedly having an illegal vaccination card. He got a fake VAT card.
See, I told y'all that was out there. You can get them on Amazon.
Right. So he ends up doing that. And this weekend, supposedly what happened was, okay, let me just tell you what we saw first.
Okay.
We're watching the game. It's not even the end of the half. It's still like second quarter.
It's third quarter.
It's third quarter. Well, it was after halftime.
It was a minute into the third quarter.
It was in the third quarter. Okay, so it was the third quarter. I didn't watch the game. I was watching other games and they brought it in.
Okay.
But he ended up taking his whole uniform, his pads, jersey, shirt, no shirt on.
Is it cold outside?
Chucks it off.
He was in New York.
He was in New York. Chucks it off, takes his gloves, thing on his head, throws it in the stands, does a couple hype get-ups on everybody, and then pieces out and runs to the field.
During the game.
During
the game. This is actually in the middle of the game.
Everybody's looking at him like this.
Right.
Everybody.
And then
That's a serious protest.
And next thing you know, they're saying, "Oh, he's no longer with the team." So he literally kind of
quit. So he got
fired
during the game, or he quit?
That's the drama right now, because
you're saying you just said it happened right after halftime,
right?
So he came out there and just showed his whole ass.
So this is what we saw. Now what's coming out is people. So this is what was happening on social media and on the internet. People were talking about it, going back and forth.
Okay.
But everybody's talking about mental health issues, because over these periods of times that he's been doing all this, everybody's like, yo, his mental game is messed up. Now what they're bringing up is that back when he was with Pittsburgh, he played Cincinnati. There was a cheap shot. He was hit and he went totally unconscious.
Dang.
Totally unconscious, and he had to go a concussion protocol.
Okay.
They're saying that a lot of those situations we've seen as football players, a lot of them have gone through situations where hits have caused them to kill themselves. Because of the CTE. Remember the movie Concussion with Will Smith?
I do.
So
remember
we've seen
that.
so the whole mental health aspect is what everybody's hoping that he needs to seek or whatever, because it's a reoccurring act with him. He's not going to get another job in the NFL, unfortunately. Yeah. And he's one of the best.
So he's really done.
He's
That's
done.
it.
Nobody wants him after that. And he's one of the, he literally is probably the best wide receiver in NFL right now. So, but here's what happened. Here's his side of the story. So supposedly he had an injury. He's been dealing with battling injuries. That last 2 practices he didn't practice. But everybody said, you're padded up. He went in, actually, didn't he?
In the first half, he needed 5 catches for $1 million for his bonus.
Okay.
He had 2 catches and a touchdown in the first half.
So that's why you say he only had 3 left.
Right.
But he had 2 catches and a touchdown. Very important information. He told everybody that he was injured.
Right. Okay. Now before that, people were thinking they were cutting him off on his catches because he was that close and he wasn't getting in. So at first everybody was saying, oh, he's mad because he couldn't get in the game. They cut him down for the game. He's not getting his incentive money. But no, he comes out and says, no, I didn't want to go in. I had an injury. What? You had an injury, but you was warming up before the game, everything. So everybody's like, yo, it's just all this hysteria. So it caused a lot of tension or a lot of conversation about, 1, mental health.
Okay.
But 2, how the media is spinning it and always either bailing him out or creating drama to cause him to always spaz out because nobody's listening to him, nobody's respecting him, his word, and he can't just do him. And the thing is what my topic or we could talk about today is like the mental health game. Because when I'm looking at this and we're talking about mental health, there's a difference, like my boy Randy Moss said, there's a difference between mental health issue and stupidity. We have a lot of people out here who's mentally not educated or not mature enough that they just do dumb stuff. You got that friend where you just like, yo, he just can't get right. They call him can't get right. He just can't get right. He always that one to just do stupid stuff and don't think, right?
Right.
But then you got those ones where it's like, boy, I think he need help. This boy just got a problem. Like, it's something that he's dealing with. We see it with people coming from military backgrounds that go over the war, come back, and they just PTSD. We see it people in accidents, car accidents, damage. You know what I'm saying? Now they,
brain
traumatizing issues as kids with things have done. You know what I mean? So we know mental health.
Trauma. Yeah.
But also this aspect of media and television and film being a
outside influence.
Because social media, let's be real, they feed off of the industry. Now that it's coming over to
Twitter, for sure.
And not only that, but just other cultures. You got nurses up here becoming stars. You got doctors. You got accountants. You got people who are regular people can now become stars. But we've also seen a lot of people who've taken that on and also have been detrimental to themselves.
Yeah, it was too much.
Killing themselves because what people said online, all these things. So my thing is like, am I crazy to kind of feel as though it's like there is some responsibility at hand with our media or our television, or our output on information in the world that is causing a lot of us to go through this because of the knowledge, because of the education, because of what we cling to learn from in our entertainment, in our world, you know what I mean? To where a lot of times what we learned how to dress was from what? Models. How we learn how to eat is from cooking shows. How we learn about cultures of life and everything, we've learned through film and TV, because like I said before in our past shows, the Middle East has had a lawsuit with Hollywood because the very first time we ever heard terrorist about the Middle East came from films. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Native Americans. They were dealing with being called, and you know what I mean, cowboys and Indians, the bad guys. You feel what I'm saying? So with these different types of influences, I think that a lot of our issues that we stem from are from what we intake in our bodies. As
so
far as knowledge.
Are you asking the question, what responsibility does media have on mental health?
Right. What do they? Do they ever claim it to be anything?
Do they ever claim it? No.
They don't.
Because ultimately the choices of what you listen to and what you watch, those are your choices, those are your influences. Right. Just like you having, whether you have Facebook or whether you have Instagram or whether you have Twitter, and then the amount of time you spend on it. So as many times as, from a congressional standpoint, mm-hmm. as the FCC tries to push back, as Congress tries to push back, and they talk about how people are utilizing that information, keep in mind, I've heard people talk about how anything that they give to you is free. Mm-hmm. You're the product.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have all this free access, let's say that the media not only won't take responsibility, but they know that you're just a social experiment. Right. They'd never tell you that.
Right. That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So they're like, if the media is another way to control you, the same way that fluoride supposedly being in the water was a way to make you more amenable to suggestion.
Yes.
Theory says, we'll say it's a theory, right?
Yeah, everything's always a theory.
It's always a theory. Whether it's conspiracy or not, it's a theory. Listen, proven or not, it's a theory, right? So someone is saying that these are the things that are put into place to make you more amenable, mm-hmm. for people to be able to control you, mm-hmm. to be able to get you to do the things that make you easy to just go along with, to adapt to herd mentality, and we are really great at being lemmings.
Right. That's true. We are.
It is really easy to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to get on social media until everybody you know is on social media. Then you start getting on social media and you start spending all your time on social media. Mm-hmm. But there's a ticker. You can actually go on your phone now and find out how much time you've spent on an app in a day. As a parent, you can go on and you can limit the amount of time that device can have on an app.
Yes.
But what I think is being even more and more difficult is the access that you have.
Right.
At your fingertips now.
And now and here's another twist before we wrap this up. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Because we're having a discussion, but it's something that people need to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is the controversy that even in homes right now is going through, is the concept of reality and the idea of a fixed reality. Mm. Where when we get reality, even though we're used to fixed reality, when we finally get a capture of reality, we can't tell between
what's
the two.
Real
we don't know what's real or not.
A version of reality.
Because something was created for us to understand is real. It's just like perfect example is reality television. People really think reality television is real.
It's real. It's scripted.
And I'm telling y'all, you got directions before you even say action.
Or I was like, but also keep in mind that when you sign up for reality TV, let me not say keep in mind. What you may not know is when it comes to reality TV, you sign a contract that anything that is filmed can be used. Anything that is recorded can be used.
That's right.
So whether you saw the camera or not, mm-hmm. you already signed away that access. Right. So even when you walk onto a campus and there's a big sign that says, if you walk past this, we can use you, mm-hmm. your likeness, your voice, anything. You can't come back and say no. Yeah. You can't do that because you walked on here. You took that step. I remember being on campus and MTV was filming. And they were just like, listen, if you step past this point, you are accepting terms and conditions.
Right.
And that's another thing. Y'all don't be reading nothing. No. There's terms and conditions on every single thing. They be like, click this button just to say that you have. They don't say if you've read it. They just say, do you accept it?
Right.
Y'all don't see the difference in the wording?
Yeah.
It didn't say, do you comprehend? Do you understand?
Now check this out. And this is something that
Accept.
could be a theory if you want to accept it. But I'm bringing this up because this is just an example of what I mean by could they be at fault, okay? Good Lord, I got to get something to eat. My stomach's growling. Okay, listen. Did you hear that? Yeah, that's my stomach, y'all.
Sorry, man.
I got to eat. Operation Mockingbird. Now, Operation Mockingbird was a supposed program that was created by the U.S. government with the CIA.
This is not a Hunger Games reference. Just
No,
FYI.
that's right. Now, this was basically, long story short, it was an organization that was infiltrating, I think it was Germany, was it? People from the Cold War, right? So in other words, the enemy. They were recruiting people from there over here to infiltrate, to create fake stories and lies and manipulation in the newspapers and everything to create a certain...
Facebook is guilty of that,
yeah.
they say.
So they was doing this back in those days. Do you imagine, not even imagine, what do you think they're doing right now?
Fake news, that's what they call it now.
You feel what I'm saying? And we cling to this stuff like it is the truth. See, this is going back to, once again, the whole political game, the whole, news, media game, social media, so forth. We got to understand the difference between entertainment
It's all media.
and truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's when y'all got to do y'all due diligence, because we got to stop doing this whole thing where so people give us information, which is, that don't sound right. You ain't got to say you got to believe it, but just listen to the information.
Yeah.
Because if this is one thing about truth will leave breadcrumbs.
And not just listening to the information, because I think that's part of the problem. Like, that people know that they can get bite-sized news.
Right.
I was like, social media allows you to get bite-sized.
Right.
Twitter specializes on you limiting the amount of characters, so you only get a short amount of information. But if you want to get to the actual link, hell, you can barely get to links on Instagram.
That's right.
You can't even leave a link to the breadcrumb unless you put it in your bio.
Exactly. Because what again? Right is wrong and wrong is right. That's what we live. That's the way we live in, folks. So once again, mental health. I know we didn't really go deep into it. We didn't have time, but I just wanted to say that if you know anyone who is dealing with mental health, we ask that you find a hotline or find a program that they can get treatment from. It's a very serious situation right now that we're dealing with. It's very big in our culture. And just remember that Mental Health Awareness Month is in May, and please support that, because I don't know if any of you have, but I have struggled in the past with mental health issues. Like depression and things of that nature. And it's real, man. It's real out here.
And there is no shame in seeking professional help, right? I was like, now there are counselors, there are opportunities that are at no charge to you. I remember last year when we did Mental Health Month, we talked about Taraji P. Henson, her organizations allows people to get access to counselors. And I was like, so I'll put that on our Instagram, that particular counseling link and all of that, for you guys to be able to get some of those services.
Good Lord, okay.
Dang, you hungry, boy?
Yeah, all right, let's go
for you to get what you need to feel nurtured and nourished.
We're gonna go to commercial. I'm gonna get a donut or something.
Be whole.
We'll be right back.
That's why he was popping them mints.
Yeah, exactly. BFAM 109.6. What They Don't Tell You podcast. B Squad's in the building. B Squad.
The best way possible. The fairy tale's optional. Just lay your head on my carpet and get comfortable. And take a ride, weaving through any obstacle. This feeling's indescribable. Feeling in my core abdominal. I never knew love was so probable. Ooh, I'm liable to give it to you. Let you be responsible. And if I do, I hope that you're reliable and also reliable. How about a trick or two? Just me and you. We can see what you won't see, go where you wanna go, and do what you wanna do. It don't matter. No, it don't matter. I got a genie in the bottle, we can go straight there if you wanna.
All right, we back.
Welcome back, y'all. Sorry. Gertrude had busted out. He was hungry. I was hungry. He gave me some Twizzlers. No, they're not an official sponsor, but we just wanted to do something special.
Well, it's just the bomb, y'all.
Since we were talking about mental health, and I had mentioned her earlier, I did want to just really quick just throw out Nichelle Nichols. She is still alive. However, she does struggle with dementia. So that is one of the things when you talk about mental health. Some of these things are actual diseases that people are battling and working through. So again, make sure that you get a checkup. It's a brand new year.
That's
Make
right.
sure you get to the doctor. You get a checkup so you at least know the baseline of your good health or your steady health or your ready health. You got to figure out where you at.
Yeah, because clear mind is where you want to be. Like, you know, a terrible mind is a thing to waste. That's the one thing I always say. There's nothing wrong with knowing, and there's nothing wrong with learning, because intelligence means the ability to learn. So if you want to be intelligent, you have to please have the ability to learn. But yeah, so that's our show for today, guys. We appreciate you guys for listening in. We want to thank our sponsors once again for another great show. Sunny and Bobby Productions, Raw Renaissance Acting Workshop, BB Management, Sweet Potato Thompson, Clean Looks. We thank you guys once again. Anything you want to say before?
Yeah, before we leave, I want to again give anybody an opportunity who is an independent artist. So I'm going to pass this over to our stage manager. He's going to let you guys know how you guys can submit your work.
That's right.
If you are an independent artist in the Atlanta area or anywhere, full advantage of the Atlanta area, you can contact us at 4dentertainment.d.clark@gmail.com or hit us up at BFAM 109.6 on Instagram, TikTok, all those.
All that social media.
We charge $50 for 50 tracks a year.
50 for 50 for one whole year, y'all. Y'all can't get a better deal than that. You get the same access. And did I mention that now BFAM has over 3 million listeners?
Let's go.
I'm just saying, just a little bit more average.
Just saying, yeah.
59 countries.
59 countries.
Yes.
Man, we in
Yes, we in countries. We outside the U.S. Outside of Atlanta. We bigger than this. Now listen, we can't travel nowhere due to COVID, but at least your voice can travel and so can your talent. So take advantage of what you have to offer, because what we say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
So all my Asian community people, konnichiwa. Hold up, which one is it?
Konnichiwa? That's Japanese.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Como esta to my Spanish people?
Oh boy. We should just wrap this up.
Okay.
It's been fun.
I don't know anything else. To my Africans,
Oh no.
I don't know.
Jumbo,
all right,
means
well look,
hello.
we out of here. We want to thank y'all for joining us today. All right, and catch us next Friday, 8:30 once again on What They Don't Tell You podcast here on BFAM 109.6. And we out.
That's
B Squad is in the building.
B Squad.
People in the industry how to not compromise.
What they don't tell you podcast.
How do I do this without having to compromise who I am, what I represent, what I want to share, how I impart my gift? It's my real truth.
Is that even fucking possible? Am I allowed to say fucking? Bleep that out.
What they don't tell you.
What they don't tell you.
What they don't tell you.
Podcast.